You're listening to the Crew Talk Podcast, a conversation about chasing growth.
Alright, y'all, welcome back to the Crew Talk Podcast.
Bam!
It's me and Alan. As you can see, it's just us. All of our friends have left us. No more guests. Just kidding. We'll have some more guests, but we just wanted to catch up, just us two, check back in. Had a couple of topics we wanted to talk about.
For sure.
Yeah, but let's just get into it. So, let's just start off with, what does Alan Chang's ideal life look like in the future?
In the future, are we talking like ultimately? What kind of like?
What are like some okay, if you were to go 15 years from now,
15 years. Shit.
what does that look like?
Okay, so we'll be attending, right?
Right.
Let's go from there. Okay, so obviously, in terms of specialty, again, not too sure, but let's say I end up with a specialty I want.
Mhm.
I want to be doing something that makes me feel accomplished. So like, okay, I made it. This is 15 years. This is what I want to do. But at the same time, I want to have my own schedule,
Right.
flexibility.
Yeah.
That's something that we don't have
Mhm.
right now, or for the near future we won't have.
Right.
So I guess I'll just have a family and have vacation time for them.
Yeah.
Kids, like watching them grow up instead of like always being, in the hospital, like a workaholic.
Right.
So that's in general.
Mm-hmm.
So like specifics, not too sure, but I want some sort of flexibility with my own schedule, but at the same time doing what I've been working for.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. For me, ideally, like if I was to be okay, boom, 15 years from now, what is Tim doing?
Yeah.
Ideally, I would be starting my family. Well, not even gonna say starting. I would have a family.
Mm-hmm.
I would be able to like support them
Right.
and fund whatever dreams they have.
Sure. Yeah. We'll be able to do that. For sure. Right.
Exactly.
Okay.
I'd be married.
Mm-hmm.
My wife would have a career
Mhm.
that was like just as it didn't even have to be like productive. Like we'd both be doing something that we love to do,
Okay.
and not only like just having our careers, we'd be able to like be adventurous and to like be entrepreneurs and do our own things.
Okay.
So
What do you mean?
so like I would love to like we do the Vibes Krewe podcast. I love
Okay.
that like a production company, like either making
Oh.
like movies, videos, helping
Oh.
other creators create things like that.
Interesting. Okay.
So yeah, I really like editing, but like
Mm-hmm.
just like creating content.
Content.
Yeah,
Okay. And
With
have a company, so people will do the editing for you, but you're more of like a creative.
idea guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Even if it was like there were other, I guess, other creators who were like, man, I want to work with them. Like I have ideas.
Mhm.
Let's just put these together.
Right.
Something like that. Like that would be like my I guess pet project
Interesting.
outside of my.
Right. So okay, in terms of like like pet projects, I don't know. I feel like this is like just like throwing it out there, but like, so we talk about Ken Jeong,
Yeah.
and like he's a doctor, but he's
Uh-huh.
also a comedian.
Right.
I don't know. I like making people laugh,
Okay.
but I don't know if do I like do stand up comedy? I don't know.
I feel like based on what we experienced with
Right.
each other, I don't think either one of us is like a stand-up comedian kind of guy.
Right.
But I could see you like
But how? Yeah.
being involved in
What avenue would I
maybe
express?
a comedy actor.
Like, okay, so
'Cause I didn't know he was a stand-up comedian. I just thought he was a funny actor. So I could
Right.
definitely see you doing funny acting.
right. So okay, so obviously I would have to like audition for stuff
Right.
besides like in my free time. Like I literally haven't thought about this. Like obviously for the content creators
Yeah.
and stuff, you have a plan.
Right.
I like
I mean, shoot. If some of the ideas that I go have comedy, I just go do it.
shit, yeah, I fucking play any part.
Exactly.
I'm like, yeah, but that's something that like it interests me. I
Right.
like being goofy and
Right.
doctors. I get stereotypically
Straight
oh, like
laced.
so smart, so serious.
Yeah.
So, but man, look at me, like
Yeah.
apparently I'm bouncing off the walls all the time. Okay.
Chill, but bouncing off the wall.
Oh my god.
But that's quoted by Laura Lee, right?
That's quarterback Laura Lee.
But yeah, so like being able to support my family,
Mhm.
doing a career that like you said, I've been working towards and I enjoy,
Right.
and having the freedom to like pursue other things.
Okay.
Yeah,
And other things you mean like the
travel.
travel also. Yeah, because you love traveling.
Yeah. So
Okay.
specifically, like outside of career, like
Mhm.
to travel with my family
Mhm.
and to like work on like production.
Right.
things.
But do you see how those plans would require you to have some sort of flexibility with your schedule?
Exactly.
Like you can't be, so like as a resident,
Yeah.
that's not gonna happen.
It's definitely it's definitely like a.
Right.
I mean, 15 years might not even
Mhm.
be far enough, but like
Right.
ideally, like when it's all said, like when I'm in like flow, like this is where I'm
Mhm.
working towards.
Right.
That's what I want to.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I meant by like the flexibility. Like obviously, like specifically what I want to do, like side projects and stuff.
Yeah.
Comedy, whatever. Like I want to play basketball, some sort of league, whatever.
Right.
But it goes down to having the time to
do it.
To do them.
Yeah.
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 So I guess like when we transition to like reality is, how does having a career in medicine affect those dreams?
Right. So obviously, in the near future,
Mm-hmm.
we're essentially like full-time medical students,
Right.
Trainees.
Mhm.
We don't have time to say, "Oh, well, I want to travel. I want to." But obviously, like a little podcast here and there, that's fine. That's
Exactly.
but that in terms of traveling, even starting a family.
Yeah. It's
Have you-
very much like
Mhm.
it might be different depending on the person, but for me,
Right.
it's like 85 to 90% school, 10%. I would say 5% like personal time
Mhm.
to like be mentally healthy,
Right.
and the other 5% is like leisure.
Okay.
It's like it's not much
Mhm.
not much wiggle room to like
No.
pursue anything outside of medicine.
Right. Not right now.
But
But in terms of like, because the last time we had Mackenzie on,
Yeah.
You guys had like a kind of like sort of a plan going on,
right.
right? So, I'm guessing like you have thought about like,
How to get there?
and also like you envision it.
Mhm.
You see, like the puzzles. Okay, you see, in 15 years, let's say,
Yeah.
there is a sort of like a picture your future of your
Yeah.
future.
Yeah. I feel like what I named
Mhm.
earlier is like ideally what would happen, but like for me, I want to do surgery.
Right.
Surgery is probably like one of the most demanding.
It is.
It's one of the most demanding, and it takes the longest to get there.
Mm-hmm.
So like realistically, 15 might not even be
That's
enough.
you have more or less time until. So basically, you're a trainee for even longer than other people.
Right.
So thinking about being flexible,
Yeah.
that's a later issue, even
Exactly.
later.
Yeah.
Right. But you're ready for that.
Yeah. I'm like we said, we want a big component of the life we want to live is like
Mhm.
doing the thing you've worked so hard to get to.
True.
And I would feel like nothing against any of the other specialties, but like if I settled for one that wasn't my ideal one, just so I could get to that free time faster,
Right.
I'd be like compromising
Yeah.
a huge part of that life.
Yeah, that's a key word, like steadily.
Yeah.
So obviously, being a physician, it is a pretty lucrative career.
Mhm.
So in terms of money, we don't really have to worry about that much.
Right.
But we don't want to be doing something every day that we're not truly enjoying.
Exactly. Especially when like you put in time
Mm-hmm.
to become a professional in anything,
Right.
but for something that's like as demanding in this, with like 4 years school like as hard as possible, then 3 to potentially 7 years of like on the job training, no vacations,
No.
like minimal days off.
Yeah.
Like, is that really like? Are you really willing to dedicate that much time to something
Mhm.
you like
Yeah.
about?
Right.
Me,
No,
no. Like
right.
I'm going for like, regardless of how hard it is, I'm going for the one that I want.
Mm-hmm.
Because like I just can't like imagine 20 years from now, you're doing job A.
Okay.
You wake up every day and you're like, I put in so much time just to wake up and be miserable.
That sounds so sad.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And I feel like for both of us, we chose this career, but we thought about this already,
Mhm.
right? I don't like I'm guessing others also, but some people may be thinking of being a doctor as just a job.
Yeah.
So they go to work
Uh huh.
and they're looking forward to the after
Yeah.
work, like spend time with family,
Yeah.
Do this, do that.
Like the benefits
Right.
being a doctor can bring you.
Right, but what we want is during work we're also
Being
enjoying
satisfied.
ourselves.
Yeah. Yeah.
Being passionate, like this is part of our life instead of like it's just a means to gain money so we can
Right.
survive. Like
So the podcast that I did with Mel, which I'll probably see sooner or later,
right,
we talked about how like I guess everything in life evokes an emotion. But
okay.
like in terms of like
Getting
medical-
emotional here, okay.
emotional.
Damage.
It's like but in terms of like a career
Mhm.
and like everything that goes into it, I feel like it's very underplayed how emotions affect people who work in medicine. You know what I mean?
How so?
So okay, boom. You're dealing with like lack of sleep.
Okay.
So that's already gonna stimulate like stress.
Mhm.
A high stressful environment
Yeah.
in terms of like very fast pace, you don't know what to expect.
Mhm.
And then on top of that, like you're gonna see people dying.
Right.
And then not like okay, that's an extreme.
Mhm.
Then you see people who are like sick and you have to deliver bad information to them
True.
and deal with like families involved and stuff like that. Like
Okay.
the average person doesn't have to deal with that many stressors
Mhm.
baseline in their job every day.
Okay. So yeah, in terms of baseline, we're at we're at higher
Stress level.
stress. Okay.
Yeah.
Just say stress level.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like I feel like choosing a career like that also plays into like how you see your life in the future. It's
Okay.
like, ideally you don't take that home with you.
Ideally,
Right.
but
But realistically, like
I feel like it happens.
exactly. And that's why going back to the point about like we choose this career because we want to be happy in it. Because like
Right.
once you get the MD, once you get the white coat,
Yeah.
once you like lives are in your hands, like
Right.
you don't just go to work to be a doctor. Like
No.
you are a doctor at all.
You live it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah.
But like, it's just obviously we're not there yet, but we somehow have to figure out how to separate
Right.
the emotions at
Yeah.
least, not just because being a doctor is part of us. I'm not trying to separate that.
Right.
Like when I go home, I'm still a physician,
Right.
but I'm not trying to bring all the
Burdens
right.
at home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also like going back to like being just happy about what you do.
Mhm.
It's not necessarily like being just cheerful all the time during work. Because like we said, there's life and death.
Right.
It's part of the job. But I feel like we have to like realize that being happy is not
It's a
you know what I mean. It's not like it's not.
I'm not gonna like you're not gonna wake up and be like, oh man, I can't wait to go to work.
No, it's not like that. But
Right.
it's like an overall like I'm happy with what I'm doing.
Right.
Parts of it like
Mhm.
like of course I wish that no one dies.
Right.
But it's gonna happen. That part's sad.
I guess like you're over
Uh-huh.
like you can't. I guess this is like very, very subjective, but like
Right.
for me, I can't go in every day being a doctor, being like,
hmm
damn, I don't feel like being here.
No, you
At
can't.
bare minimum,
Yeah.
I have to be able to wake up and be like, okay, it's time to go to work.
Right.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
it's another day for me to do
hmm
something.
And when time comes, you have to deliver bad news. Like, of course, I doubt people. Oh yes, this is also part of the job. Part of the job that I love.
Right.
No, it's like
not.
okay, let's do it. It's
Yeah,
but overall, we love what we're doing. That's
Exactly.
that's what we're striving for.
it
Yeah.
has to provide.
Mhm.
It has to provide more value than negative.
Oh, for sure. Like a net positive.
That's
I guess.
good, net
Yeah,
positive,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
And I mean, like, it's hard because, like, at baseline, it's already so negative.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So, like, why would I choose a career that was already baseline negative,
Mm-hmm.
and then the field that I'm in that career is something I don't really like that much.
Right.
It's just too many negatives.
No too many.
Yeah.
But I feel like we're already kind of in so deep in this career. We thought about it. We're ready when we know it's not a stress-free
No.
profession.
Right.
It's not all like fun and games. We're dealing with lives. So yeah, we're sort of mentally ready.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's a lot of more things, but we have no idea how it's going to turn out. But
Yeah.
so far,
It's all. I feel like it's It's so that one of the doctors I talked to, he was like, yeah, I've been attending for X amount of years, and I'm still a student because medicine is ever evolving.
True.
So like, just even like from the academics aspect of like always learning, like personal development, it's like it's always going to be like the process of like, how do I wake up and how do I become like the best version of myself to help other people.
I like that. Always a student. Yeah.
So,
But I feel like, so this work, I kind of want to transition a little bit. So last time with Mackenzie, we talked about like relationships.
Yep.
I guess romantic relationships in medicine. But I feel like friendships in medicine is also a very crucial
point of the journey.
Yeah. What are some thoughts?
I guess you could think about it like the friendships you had before medicine.
Right.
So like
we're so busy.
Right. It's hard to maintain them, especially like if people. So I go to school with none of my friends from back home.
Right.
So like that's already like a distance dividing us. And then if my friends are like, for example, like my college friends, we're all like still pursuing our career. 2 of them are getting their PhDs. 1 guy is like in the process of like starting his own business. So 2 of them are starting their own business.
Right.
But like we're all doing something, so it's like
but not the same thing.
Right.
But
it's easier to like I guess maintain those friendships because like we're all on our journeys and it's understood that like we've gone away. We might not contact each other as much, but like it's for a reason. It's not like the friendship is done. You know what I mean?
No, for sure not.
Yeah.
But are there other examples where it's like, so not necessarily like a dying friendship, but like just it doesn't seem like
it's going anywhere?
Yeah. That's what
I mean, like, I guess, like, there are some friendships like that. I don't think it's specifically related to, like, being in medicine.
Okay.
I think it's just, like, one of those things where, like, people just grow apart. And then, like, distance doesn't help it.
Distance, yeah.
But, like, I feel like I definitely, like, emphasize the relationships I have that are still growing with the distance.
Okay.
Which I think is, like, very, like, lucky to have friends like that.
Because, like, going back to distance, I'm assuming, like, you know, college, met a lot of friends.
Yeah.
But you moved to Grenada.
Right.
So how are you keeping up with?
So, specifically with my college friends, like, I have group messages with the different groups. We pretty much text, like, weekly.
Okay.
It's not going to be, like, consistent, like,
No.
every day, but, like, someone might message on Monday, and by the time Friday comes, like, that conversation is probably still going on.
Okay.
It's just not, like
instant reply, read.
Exactly.
So,
it's not like that.
Okay.
And then there's one, like, my friends, like, we did our first group trip was last year, and we're planning another one.
Okay.
So things like that, because, like,
there's something to look forward to.
Exactly.
And you know the friends are all still there.
Exactly.
You're not growing apart.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like, no matter, like, how long we don't go without talking, like, I know that, like, at this point of the year, like, we're coming back, and it's going to be just like old times.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, so same thing like university, family group of friends, shout out. I don't know if they're listening.
Hey!
But we have a group chat, like, we pretty much talk every day, just whether it be sending memes, sending stupid TikToks, and like, ha ha ha, this is stupid.
Right.
And then we talk about, we don't talk like a deep, meaningful conversations every night because there's just no time and the distance. But I'd say we keep in touch, and when we do see each other, we just pick up just like before.
Yeah.
It won't be diluted.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the reason why I bring it up is because this is my last month, and I feel like I kind of just found my group of people.
Found it so late.
And I'm just kind of, and of course, like, we just got close these couple of months.
Yeah.
So it's not, we haven't.
It's not like the university friends that you have for 4 years.
Exactly. We haven't been. The vibe is great, but we haven't been vibing that long.
Right.
So it's
the
like.
vibe is great, but it ain't been that long.
Oh shit!
That's a bar.
Yeah. But yeah, that's so. Sometimes I think about like, what if? Because I've seen it happen. I'm not saying it will happen, but I've seen it happen to. It's reasonable to worry about like, what if?
Yeah.
It gets diluted with the distance.
Yeah, but that kind of goes back to my point. Is like, if it's a friend group of people all chasing their dreams and you get spread out, it's like we're not spread up because we don't mess with each other anymore.
No.
We're spread up because we're all pursuing our dreams. You know what I mean?
And like all our friends either med or vet, we know we're busy. We know they're busy.
Exactly.
It's not. You're right. That does make it better.
And then it also helps that you're definitely leaving.
Right.
There's a chance that I go to New York and do school online, so I'll be leaving. But a majority of the friend group is still going to be together.
True.
So and it's not like they only hang out because we're there.
True.
I'm leaving this weekend, y'all still hanging out. You know what I'm saying?
Sorry.
But I feel I have confidence that the friendship is as strong to hold up.
Okay, I like that.
And then if we New York is like a hub.
True.
Especially for med students. Now, I don't know where med student rotation's at, but some of our friends live in the Northeast.
Yeah.
So
they're already planning to visit us.
Exactly.
Right. So yeah.
Yeah. And it's not like we're planning my friends from college were planning an international trip, but it's definitely much easier to everyone. Hey man, let's go to New York for a weekend. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And just that's. I get. I know we have a good group going on and everything, but it's just hard not to think about.
Yeah, the what if.
Yeah, because it's just too good to lose. You have so much to lose. That's why you think about it.
Yeah.
If it's whatever, I won't even think about it. So I guess thinking about it is a good thing. Oh, this is so comfortable.
It is. It's
yeah, it's so good that you think about it.
You only care about losing when you have so much.
Yeah, stop it. Stop it. Oh, my mind is.
Oh man, somebody needs to start looking at our podcast and just clipping it and be like, yeah.
It's like a quote and then Tim.
Yeah.
Quote Alan. Yeah. I feel like we say some
good deep stuff, right? It's hidden gems.
Oh my god.
Oh, but yeah, I definitely think about that, but I'm very optimistic when it comes to friendships. Personally, I wouldn't say I have that many friends because I invest in a small amount of people. I give a lot of time.
Yeah.
So until you prove me wrong, I have no reason to doubt it.
Okay.
So
that's the way of thinking about it. Yeah. Okay.
Well, this was y'all might not know, but I have to catch a flight to Atlanta in 2 hours. So it's a last minute podcast. I'm gonna throw together, put it up on Sunday it'll be today when y'all are watching it. I'll be in Atlanta. So yeah, cool little talk. We'll catch y'all in the next one.
Hey, for those of y'all listening, join the conversation. Grab your friends. Listen to the freaking.
Man, grab your friends, hold them tight.
And freaking put their ears to the freaking speaker and listen to this shit, man.
All that. It's all about friendships, man. Vibes is all about
that.
friends.
Okay.
All right, we'll catch y'all.
Peace.
Peace.